Hello guys, and welcome to another video. As you've probably guessed from the title, in today's video I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on rebounder drills for goalkeepers. I'm going to cover a wide variety of drills which include handling, diving, footwork, reactions, high balls, all that you can do with a rebounder all by yourself. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like, it'll help us out massively, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So after the garden, solo and indoor drills for goalkeepers videos, a lot of you guys were asking if I could do a tutorial video on rebounder drills for goalkeepers. And seeing as I'm always trying to bring you guys the very best goalkeeping content, of course I can. If you don't have a rebounder, don't worry, you can use the solo drills for goalkeepers, which makes use of just a wall where you can train on your own. If you haven't got a rebounder but you want one, I have put the link to the rebounder that I use in this video in the description below this video. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the session. Okay, so to begin with, we're going to start off with some very simple handling warm-up drills. For these first few drills, I'm just looking at getting a feel for the ball. Whether that's single-handed work like this or two-handed work, but getting my gloves used to the ball and getting used to handling it with both hands. It's also important to warm up your first touch as well, so you can use the rebounder almost like a wall juggling drill, just keeping the ball up using both feet and focusing on the control and the pass. The tennis balls are also a really good tool to use just to work on that more reactive sense of goalkeeping. So you can use the rebounder with the tennis balls using both hands as always, getting used to catching and throwing that hand-eye coordination with a slightly smaller object. So that's quite a good handling and footwork warm-up just to get you into the session. Make sure you've done a full physical warm-up before you start any of the drills, just so that we don't have any injuries. But after that handling warm-up, I'm going to move into a little bit of reaction-based work. This drill is more reactive because of the distance of the rebounder. It's quite close to me. I'm not sure where the ball's going to bounce off. But my main focus is making sure that my hands and feet are in a set position early so that I can react as best as possible to wherever the ball goes. As I said, those kind of reaction drills, the main focus for me is after delivering the service that I get into my set position as quickly as I possibly can, both with my feet and my hands. I'm not always entirely certain how the bounce is going to come back off the rebounder, so I need to be set as soon as I play the ball so that I'm ready to react wherever that ball might go. Next up, we're still working on footwork and handling, but adding in a little bit more of an endurance element with some box drills. With the box drill, there is the main focus on the footwork, but also endurance, maintaining a high level throughout the whole drill. As you can see, I've got 4 cones From cone number 1 I do 1 rep, from cone 2 I do 2 reps, cone 3 is 3 reps, and cone 4 is 4 reps. And trying to maintain that high level of performance, that high level of feet and hands for the whole drill. You can then take it into a collapsed dive as well, so it doesn't just have to be handling. If you want to test yourself even more, you can use a volley, but these are great drills to maintain that endurance and that skill set for the full period, as you would in a game. Those box drills are a bit of a blow, but they're great for maintaining that intensity. Now we're going to move on to some diving drills which are working on medium height and high dives with a little bit of footwork added in as well. Similar to the previous drill, my focus here is on footwork into a medium height dive, but I'm using the spin technique for recovery to add a second save. With the high saves, I'm making sure I'm focusing on my footwork, exploding into the top corners, and I'm trying to maintain that speed and that power throughout the whole drill. Notice that I'm using both my right hand and my left hand when I'm serving. Believe me, I know how frustrating it is trying to serve with your weak hand. Goes everywhere, messes up the set. It's very easy to just quit and say, right, I'm just going to use my strong hand, make the set look perfect. But in the long run, I want to be equally as capable with both hands. Not just making saves, but throwing the ball, handling the ball, whatever's going to happen in a game. So it's going to be more beneficial for me to work on my weak hand and my weak side than it is to make it look perfect by constantly using my strong hand for the service. Yes, it's more annoying, it's harder, but it'll be better for you in the long run. With this drill, my focus is on stability, single leg balance and stability, which is really important for goalkeepers. And then I'm using the crossover step into the push step to get the high dive and the high save. So much of our work is single leg work, so having that balance and stability is very, very important. But also having that efficiency of footwork to get the crossover step and then the power step is something that's very important at the latter end of a dive movement before you take off, if you want to get maximum power. Next, I'm going to be working on some lower saves and still have a reactive element in there. So we're going to be turning in. Trajectory is going to be a little bit different, so the ball's going to bounce lower, and I've got to react hand or foot to keep it out of the goal. Final drill, just a little bit of fun, trying to imitate Claudio Bravo's drill where he put it up on Instagram, which looked like a really good drill. But a slight variation on it, so a little bit of footwork, as if you were coming out for a cross and then you're not going to get there, you've got to recover and deal with the header, either tipping it over the goal, catching it, taking high ball, whatever the rebounder gives us. Working on fast feet, recovery movements, and explosive movements going backwards as well. Oh, so as you can see, that was a pretty good session. Covered quite a few key goalkeeping areas, only using the rebounder and some cones, obviously gloves and a football. But we worked on all sorts: handling, footwork, reactions, endurance, high balls, low saves, medium saves, high saves, and you can get more creative with it. You can make up more drills, you can take the ones that I've used, you can adapt them to suit you. But I hope this video has brought you some value. If you've enjoyed it, if it's helped you out, please leave a like. It'll really help us in the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more goalkeeping content here with Keeping Goals. This week's patron of the week is Amy Trussler. Amy, thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the support of patrons like yourself, so here is your Keeping Goals shout out as a thank you. If you want to win patron of the week like Amy and get other benefits like glove giveaways, boot giveaways, Skype calls, early access to the podcast, make sure you sign up to the Patreon page. The link is below this video. But thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think of the video. I'll see you next Sunday for the next episode of Keeping Goals. I'm off to get a shower. Have a good week, take care, keep chasing improvement as always, and I'll speak to you in a bit.